Hello students, welcome to Dr. Deepa Dahake's NEET Biology, and in today's session we begins with the new topic from chapter 13, that is light harvesting complex. Light harvesting complex we mainly study when we come towards the light reaction of the photosynthesis. First we study what is light reaction and then we come towards the light harvesting complex. Now when we study about light reaction, so firstly you remember the reaction is completed in grana of chloroplast. Already we study that what is grana and what is stroma. So grana portion of the chloroplast is responsible for the light reaction. Now what is light reaction? Light reaction is commonly called as light dependent reaction, because this reaction of photosynthesis required the sunlight of specific wavelength. And secondly, when you study about light reaction, so you simply remember the raw material water undergoes in photolysis. So photolysis of water during the reaction of photosynthesis is actually called as light reaction. And what is the end product of light reaction? So you remember at the end of light reaction, molecular oxygen is produced as well as chemically bound energy is produced, and this energy is stored in the form of ATP as well as NADPH. So these mainly energy compounds, you remember ATP and NADPH, whereas the molecular oxygen, you remember molecular oxygen is also releases when the photolysis, or simply you say oxidation of water. So photolysis of water or oxidation of water is take place. So this you remember. Now when we come towards the light reaction, so here you remember the pigment, number of pigments are essentially required for the light reaction, and the group of this pigment is called as photosystem. There are two photosystems, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So when we come towards the light reaction, so one most important part we study, that is LHC or LHC is called as light harvesting complex. This part you remember, light harvesting complex. Now light harvesting complex when we study, so this light harvesting complex you remember is mainly responsible for the formation of two photosystems, or you can say the two photosystems are formed by this light harvesting complex. So photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2. These photosystems are named according to their discovery. The photosystem 1 discovered first and later the photosystem 2 is discovered. And every photosystem, you remember, though the photosystem 1 or we talking about photosystem 2, the every photosystem or the system is also called as pigment system. Initially it is called as pigment system. Now it is called as photosystem. Every pigment system, you remember, is made up of predominantly reaction center, and one term is provided in NCERT, that is antennae molecules or antennae pigments. So antennae molecule and reaction center, you remember, is responsible for the formation of pigment system. Now reaction center, when you remember study, so you remember reaction center is either responsible for the absorption of light of 700 nanometer, then it is called as P700. And when the reaction center, you remember, when the reaction center is responsible for the absorption of light of 680 nanometer. Then the reaction center, then the photosystem you remember is called as photosystem 2. So that we separately study that what is the composition of pigment system 1 and pigment system 2. Secondly, when we come towards the antennae molecule, so for antennae molecule, you recall the last session topic that we studied the different types of pigments involved in photosynthesis. In those pigments, we study the accessory pigments are formed by chlorophyll B and carotenoid pigment. So accessory pigments mainly you remember are involved in antennae molecule. So antennae molecule is actually called as a light harvesting complex, and this complex you remember consists of a number of pigments, and these pigments are predominantly chlorophyll B and carotenoid. Carotenoids itself included xanthophyll and carotene. So this part you remember, and whenever you study about the reaction center, so for objective purpose you remember the reaction center is consist of chlorophyll A molecule. So this part you remember. Now what is the role of this light harvesting complex, or why these antennae molecules are required? So here when we come towards the light harvesting complex, so here one common diagram we study for both the photosystem. Here one molecule of chlorophyll A is present. This molecule of chlorophyll A is called as reaction center. It depends whether it absorbs 700 nanometer light or 680 nanometer light. And this chlorophyll A molecule is protected by a large number of accessory pigments or the large number of different pigments, and these pigments combine to form light harvesting complex. And the main function of light harvesting complex when you study, so light harvesting complex you remember, it protect or it prevent photooxidation of chlorophyll A. So photooxidation of chlorophyll A, because chlorophyll A is a proteinaceous pigment, and when the larger wavelength of the light or the strong wavelength of the light directly falls on the chlorophyll A, then the proteinaceous pigment get oxidized and chlorophyll start to degenerate or lose the property for the absorption of specific wavelength. So that's why to prevent the photooxidation of this chlorophyll A, these light harvesting complexes or these photosynthetic pigments you remember present around to reaction center, and then they absorb the light of specific wavelength. The light ranges in different wavelength, and the only 700 nanometer or 680 nanometer light is passes to the chlorophyll A molecule. By absorbing this light, the chlorophyll A molecule become in excited state, and this molecule releases the electrons. These two electrons, every time you remember 2 electrons are releases from chlorophyll A or from reaction center, and these 2 electrons are now accepted by the electron acceptor. So this part you remember very well. The electron acceptors are also the part of photosystem. According to photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, electron acceptors are vary, and the path of electron transport is also differ in both PS1 and PS2. That is a different part. But here you very well remember the light harvesting complex, because if you know the light harvesting complex, then only you very well know about the photosystem 1. Conceptually you become clear for the pigment system 1 and for pigment system 2. And now the electron which is released from chlorophyll A. This electron, you remember where it is to be transferred. So either in cyclic phosphorylation, we study in our next sessions that there is a cyclic and non-cyclic phosphorylation. So electron when again and again return back to the reaction center, then the reaction center and LHC is involved in cyclic phosphorylation, that is the ATP formation is take place in a cyclic way. But in PS2 normally we study once the electron is releases from the reaction center, this electron never return back to the reaction center and the energy of electron is used or stored in the form of NADPH. So how the ATP generate, how the NADPH is produces, that we will study in our next sessions. For today only you remember that the light harvesting complex most important part, number of students are get confused between the reaction center and light harvesting complex. So reaction center means one molecule, chlorophyll molecule A, which is responsible for the absorption of light of a specific wavelength, that is 700 nanometer or 680 nanometer. And light harvesting complex, you remember the molecules different pigments which are bound to proteins and they protect or prevent the chlorophyll A from the photo oxidation. So this much you remember. In next session we come towards the photosystem. So then we study that what are the features of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, as well as we also study the comparative analysis between the PS1 and PS2. Up to next session, stay connected with channel. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like my videos and share my videos. And up to next session, stay motivated and stay blessed.